Boom. All right, what's going on, you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk to you about how I made $37,000 in 1 week trading on Robinhood. Now, I have made a few videos similar to this in the past, obviously after periods of time where my portfolio has performed exceptionally well. And that is something that I want to make very clear right off the bat before we proceed any further. And that is that this is a very exceptional week, you guys. By no means does this happen every week, but for me personally, these past couple weeks have been the biggest of my entire trading career. That is if you include my Robinhood account, which is primarily an options trading account. I will explain that a little later in the video and talk to you guys about how I was able to pretty much double my Robinhood account in the span of a week. If you guys aren't familiar with options, of course, that is if you include my all stock portfolio, which is actually larger than my Robinhood portfolio, and then my cryptocurrency portfolio, which has obviously been doing pretty well lately because the crypto markets are on absolute fire. Another reason that I was very happy with how this timed out, and a big reason that I wanted to make this video as well, is because I'm recording this the day before Thanksgiving. And I want the primary message that I convey in this video to be gratitude, to be thankfulness, not only for the gains, those sweet gains, but for the community around you. The fact that we get to share great experiences like these with each other, with our peers, with our loved ones. We get to share money with our loved ones. And again, even if you guys are not watching this on Thanksgiving, I assume at least a few of you are going to be watching this afterwards. It's very important, in my opinion, to practice gratitude on a daily basis, to be thankful on a daily basis. And that's a lot easier for some people to say than others. But the more you practice gratitude, it's not only good if you're involved in the markets because it humbles you, it keeps your ego in check, but it's good for your life as well. You're just a happier person overall when you practice gratitude on a daily basis. So I'm sorry if you guys wanted a how-to guide, if you guys wanted me to give you the blueprint. I've had a lot of people mad at me at videos in the past that I made about, I doubled my account in X amount of time, that I did not give out the blueprint. And I could say that those individuals are just ignorant, but I will choose to say that they're just not experienced enough and don't yet understand this game enough to grasp the fact that there is no blueprint. There is no how-to guide. And that does sound cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. And that's because there truly is no how-to guide, you guys. Weeks like this, weeks where you can make tens of thousands of dollars, are the culmination of dedicating hours a day, even on weekends, over the course of years, educating yourself, researching, doing your due diligence, sharpening your sword, honing your craft, spending time in the trenches, trial and error, staring at charts all day. That's what this gets you. This isn't glamorous, you guys. It's not easy. If this game was easy, everyone would be rich. That's obvious. The market is very, very good at rewarding individuals who put in the time. And one of the beautiful things about the market is that the better you get at this game is directly correlated to your financial well-being, to how much money you make. And that's the beauty. That's like just the black and white beauty of the markets. That's one thing I really love about the markets, is the better you get at this game, the more you're directly compensated with cash flow. Okay, so that's a great thing, you guys. And again, I'm very thankful for this. Once again, I'm sorry if you wanted a blueprint. I'm sure you've pieced out at this point, if not. But I will, after this intro, I do want to talk to you guys quickly about this portfolio. Again, I did say I would explain options to those of you who may not know. I will spend a very short amount of time on this just because I do have other videos on this. So if you do want a more in-depth explanation of what options are and what options contracts I like personally, just Google Royce Jacob options if you want that. But I will briefly explain it just to make this a little more fulfilling of a video for you guys who want some more technicals and analytics. But the main thing that I'm excited for you guys is talking about, is actually, I should say, reading with you guys the intro to the newsletter that I released this morning. And again, you guys, this focuses on being thankful. This focuses on celebrating big wins. And this focuses most importantly on community and the Waves family. And that's the thing that I'm personally the most thankful for at this point in time, is this amazing community that we've created. So I'm excited to go over this, just celebrate with the Waves family, not only the portfolio group, but the Waves fam, the YouTube fam, all of you guys watching right now, and just to celebrate and be thankful and practice gratitude, because again, it pays off not only in the markets, it keeps your ego at bay, especially after big weeks like this, but it's just good for your life. It makes you happier, it makes your loved ones, it makes the people who have to spend time with you happier. It's just good all around, okay? So we will go over that after, once again, briefly explaining what my Robinhood portfolio is and how I trade options. Okay, so, and I hope you guys just like this little wave gif I made. I thought it would work nicely. Okay, so again, Robinhood, primarily an options trading portfolio. I do hold a little bit of stock, sub 1% of stock on this portfolio, so it's primarily options. What options are, in a nutshell, is I view options as leverage trading, okay? And objectively, I want to say this right off the bat. Options are objectively very risky if you don't know what you're doing, because they are way more volatile. So what I do is trade options contracts. I don't buy options, I don't sell options, I trade options contracts. And what options contracts are is pretty much, it is a contract, exactly as it states. It's a contract that is obligating you, when you buy that contract, to buy said stock at X price on X date, which is the strike price and the expiration date. Again, not gonna get super deep, but I just want to let you know that the reason I primarily trade options, again, I have a long-term stock portfolio, I have a long-term cryptocurrency portfolio as well. The reason I choose to trade options is because the upside potential is far greater than that of stocks. Like, you're pretty much trading 100 contracts, 100 shares of a stock, as opposed to one share of a stock. So the upside is significantly greater. It's very rare for you to see a stock portfolio. Oh my gosh, I fully just realized that I forgot to show you guys that I was mirroring my portfolio. I was supposed to do that at the beginning. I'm sorry. So I want to show you guys this right now. Again, this is my iPhone mirrored for you guys. This is what I do all the time in all my videos when I have Robinhood up. This is my portfolio mirrored. I've completely forgot about that. Sorry about that, you guys. But the reason I have this up primarily is only for validation. So again, we started this week at around $40,000, ended it at $77,975, up $37,000, about $700 on the week, almost 94%. Yeah, again, you guys, sorry I didn't do that in the beginning. I was fully supposed to do that, but got too caught up in the motivational talk, you could say. But again, you guys, again, this is just for validation. It's just a visual for you guys if you don't believe me. Hopefully you believe me. I don't know what other proof I can give, but again, very good week, and that is because, again, I trade options. Pretty much double. It's very rare to be able to double your portfolio in a week, just trading stock. And I want to let you guys know that my options portfolio, my call options portfolio, is pretty damn well diversified. There were a lot of players across many different sectors that contributed to this week's growth. And you guys know, many of you guys who have been watching know that I preach diversification. So one takeaway is diversify. Obviously, if I had all my eggs in some baskets that did exceptionally well this week, like crypto, like Riot, like Mara, Moderna was a big player. If I had all my eggs in those baskets, I could have seen a 3x in 1 week, right? I could have been up 300% in 1 week. But that's too risky for me, you guys. That edges on the side of gambling as opposed to luck. And another very important thing too, that I want to articulate as well, is that there is luck involved in this, you guys. I did explain earlier that this was the byproduct of research and just so much time dedicated to educating yourself, which it is. And I pride myself on that. And the market does reward those, again, who put in the hours. But there's always a little bit of luck involved, okay? And that is important to understand. That's another good thing to understand if your ego is getting a little out of check, is that similar to everything in life, like any success you'll ever find in life, there's always a stroke of luck involved. And it's important to realize that. Again, just so you don't get just so your head doesn't get too big when you start doing well. Again, the hard work does pay off. That is 100% fact. But it's important to also understand that there is a little bit of luck always involved. And it's also important to understand that there are actions you can take. There are actionable steps that you can take to make sure that luck falls a little bit more in your favor, which again is that research, is that time, just the hours put into your craft. Okay, so that's important. Again, you guys, this is my options portfolio. That is the reason I was able to pretty much double my account. Let's get into this guy. Okay, so this is what I'm really excited about. And again, you guys, this is pretty much just going to be celebrating with each other. I know a lot of you, because we're involved in similar sectors, are having a good week as well. So let's just all celebrate together. Okay, just minimize that. That's irrelevant at this point. We're giving thanks a day early today. We're on a roll, team. The portfolio is on fire once again. On a real note, guys, I couldn't be feeling more thankful this week. I'm thankful for the sweet gains, of course, but I'm more thankful to have such an amazing community to share this experience with. Money is good. I like money a lot, but having people to share it with is what makes money great. And that is, you guys, I thought of this morning. I was just like, it's so I mean, stroking my own horse, I mean, you guys stroking my own ego a little bit, but I thought of this and I was like, damn, that's so true. And it's so obvious. I'm sure there's similar quotes to that, but like money's great. But even like, I don't get excited to wake up in the morning anymore for money anymore, you guys. It doesn't fulfill me. Once you have enough money, which I'm so fortunate, I'm so blessed to have enough money at this point to where it doesn't make a huge difference on my quality of life if I make $10,000 in a day. It just becomes a numbers game at some point. And again, it's a game. Games are fun. Games, you always want to be leveling up, and that's what that number is. So that's fun if you apply game theory to this. But again, you guys, it's just important to have people around you. If you don't have anyone to share the money with, if money doesn't bring happiness, guys, right? Money brings access. Money brings the ability to eliminate things that might make you unhappy, but money doesn't necessarily buy you happiness. And that's why I really want to encourage everyone to treat yourself, spoil yourself a little bit if you saw some gains this week, and also spoil those around you a little bit. Show some love. Using that money, using those sweet gains that you found this week to treat those close to you, okay? So moving on, because many of us have similar interests in the markets, I know many of you are having an amazing week as well. I've received many thoughtful emails about how the recent performance in some of your portfolios will lead to a significantly better holiday season for you and your loved ones. More gifts, better food, more security, etc. That's what it's about. Starting a YouTube channel and creating this community was the best decision that I've made in my entire life, and is by far the most fulfilling. Making tens of thousands of dollars is exhilarating and validating, but it really just becomes a numbers game at some point. I'm no longer excited to wake up in the morning for money, but I'm excited to wake up to talk to all of you guys and hear about how happy all of you are. I wrote this, I'm still stumbling over just because I'm just so happy. Like, I'm truly thankful. I'm choking up a little bit, you guys. I'm thankful for the Waves family more than anything at this time in my life, and I want to thank each and every one of you individually for taking part. I also want to encourage you all to treat yourself and your loved ones to an especially delicious meal tomorrow. Cheers. Thank you for attending my festive TED Talk. Now let's get down to business. Okay, so again, you guys, money's great. Love money. Chase money, especially if you don't yet have enough. And again, I want to make it very clear that I'm very fortunate. I'm blessed to be in the situation I've been in. I've worked very hard, but I do understand that I'm very fortunate. I consider myself lucky in that sense, that I'm fortunate in the sense too that I love educating myself. I love learning. I love researching macroeconomics, the financial markets. I love revolutionary companies, which is many of the sectors that we focus on this channel. I'm genuinely excited by that stuff, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the willingness and the love of learning, because that's the most important factor in this game, in my personal opinion, especially if you're macro trading, if you're swing trading like I do. And that's something I'm grateful for. And again, the money's great, but I'm more thankful for this sick community that I've developed, and I'm so proud. This is the most proud by far I've ever been of anything in my entire life. And I did have, again, you guys, before this, owned a clothing company. I've been trading for a long time, but I got the majority of the capital to start trading about 5-6 years ago now from a clothing company, from ecommerce. So I did have successes earlier in my life, and those were fulfilling, and they were steps, and I did learn a lot from those in retrospect. There are many lessons learned through business that you can apply to markets and towards your life as well. Like, back to just gratitude and thankfulness, there are core principles that you can apply to your life that make every venture you take on in your life that much easier to navigate, and like increase your chances of success that much more with previous experiences and just life experience and whatnot. So again, you guys, I think we'll close it out there. I think we had enough of just kind of a motivational, celebratory, just again, that's what I wanted this video to be. I'm sorry I'm stumbling once again, but I'm just so thankful for all of you. I truly do thank each and every one of you, Waves family, from the bottom of my heart, for making this journey so exciting. Like, again, you guys, I truly don't. My Robinhood isn't what excites me to wake up in the morning. Like, I'm stoked to sit down, write the newsletter, do some research, and just chop it up with all of you guys. And it would be foolish of me to not plug the newsletter, so you guys know I have to plug the newsletter. But again, after weeks like this, I feel zero guilt at all plugging the newsletter, because we've had such a good week, and I know so many of you, although this is not financial or investment advice, I don't want you guys to copy my portfolio. I know the reality is many of you are going to have similar portfolios, and I can't change that. But I want you to know I can't guarantee anything. If you sign up for this, I'm not guaranteeing any outcome. I'm not guaranteeing green, but I do guarantee to give you guys the best information that I have and what I'm doing personally, so that you guys can use that to your advantage to hopefully give you guys a base to do your own research, do your own due diligence on, to ultimately form your own conclusions. Okay, so that needs to be made very clear from both a moral and legal perspective, because I'll get in trouble if you guys just copy me and stuff. But again, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I can guarantee that I do my best every morning, and I hope some of the newsletter fam can attest to that, to give you guys the best information possible. And I truly work hard in this, and I feel like it's super worth it. So first link in the description if you guys are interested at all in that. If not, no worries at all. And yeah, to the future. Cheers to a great Thanksgiving. Cheers to, again, if you're watching this after Thanksgiving, which I assume a decent amount of you will be, make sure to celebrate the wins, you guys. It's easy to get caught up in especially if you've been doing, like I've been doing good for a couple weeks. Again, this has been the best 2 weeks of my trading career, and it's very hard not to stroke your ego a little bit, not to get a big head, not to get ahead of yourself. But that's why it's very important to be mindful of that, and to keep yourself in check, and to practice gratitude, and to be thankful for the willingness to learn once again, and just the fact that you're in the market. The market is a game you can play for life. That's the beautiful thing. I wish I said that a little earlier, because probably most of you are gone by now. But again, you guys, the market is a game you can play for life. That's the beauty of it. You play this for life as long as your noggin's working. That's why I always preach mental health. And like from a biological perspective as well, there's many supplements that I take every day for mental clarity and performance. I'm a biohacker myself. I'll get into that later. But again, you guys, keep the mind sharp, because as long as you're staying sharp, as long as your mind's working, you're going to continue to excel at this game and get better. And again, be financially rewarded more and more exponentially over the course of your life. So just stick to it, practice gratitude, check your ego, and you guys, cheers to the gains. Cheers to Thanksgiving. If you guys are still watching right now, drop a turkey emoji down below if you're still watching. If you're still watching, I freaking love you guys. Like, appreciate you listening to all the rants. Again, you guys, this is probably not going to do very well as a video, just because it was more of a thought piece as opposed to like technicals. But I really wanted to make this video, and I'm very proud of how it turned out. And you guys, it's hard to make these in one take. I recorded like 15 takes prior to this and messed up like halfway in on some of them. So I'm sorry if my voice is starting to go out, but that's what I do for you guys, and I'm dedicated to you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So drop a comment down below. Let me know what you're thankful for. Let me know what you're grateful for. Drop a turkey once again. And again, cheers, guys. Drop some champagne emojis as well. You guys know the deal. I'll talk to you downstairs. Until next time, Waves family. Make wave. Take action. There we go. Make waves. Peace.